Right, I'm hoping one you can see me, and if you can't, then please let me know if you can see me and two hear me, because it's windy, it's raining, and hi Tasha, and hi Big Matt, how you doing? I've had one fish so far. I've had a dogfish, but it's really, well, it's good fishing conditions, to be honest, but it's just not very nice to be out, and I'm hoping you can hear me. I might have to change the lights in a minute, so you just have to bear with. Hey Paul buddy, how you doing, man? Motors Nuts, you good? Yeah, we're at Fort Victoria tonight, and there's no one here, no one fishing at all. So that says one of two things: either I've got it totally wrong and I shouldn't be out fishing, or just no one else is wanting to brave the weather. I didn't check to see if it was raining, so I've kind of just gone with the fact I haven't fished for a little while and I wanted to get out. So cheers Loz, dude. Hey Peter, how you doing? Right, let's sit this way, because at least then, hopefully you guys can see, and you can see and hopefully hear me at the same time. Yeah, we've had one dogfish so far. I'm due a bait change, which I will do, well, any second really. I was going to do it before I went live, but then I wanted to sort the live out to make sure that it was going to go on, to be honest. Like I say, hopefully the wind's, and please tell me if the wind's too bad, because if it is too bad, then I'll knock it on the head. Because there's no point in doing it if you can't hear me. You know, if it's no fun for you guys, then say thank you to Ben. Cheers, mate. But hopefully the screen's not too bad. You can kind of see it's a little bit dark. I mean, I'm kind of limited with my lights, to be honest. But it's nice to catch up and have a little fish along. Anyway, I haven't done a live for ages, so I thought, why not? Baits. See if you can actually, if you can see me when it does this, when I'm doing this, or if the light's too bright. No, it's not too bad. In fact, can I do that? If that's off, can you see me? You can, kinda, if I'm standing there. If I stand here, you can see me, but can you hear me? Casters, hey mate. Yeah, so baits tonight. I've got mackerel, and I've got squid, and of course I've got some black lug, because you never know, they do pop up on the Isle of Wight, so I'm going to give it a go anyway. I'm going to chuck one out. So at the moment I've got a big black lug and squid wrap, that's out at the moment, and I've got a flapper which has got two pieces of mackerel, size 2s, and then I've got a pulley pennel on the other one with a bigger bait. I'm going to change them up now. I can't remember what's going out on them, so when I've chucked them out, I'll tell you what's on there when I get back. Let's leave that though. there we go. That's the first casualty of the night. And normally, well, I used to not fish here at all because it's so snaggy. Fort Victoria, notoriously snaggy mark on the Isle of Wight, but it does produce fish. And the last 2 times I've come up here, I've lost no gear. So I think I've got a bit overconfident. And I know there's snags to that right, and I've kind of put it there on purpose because I thought there might be fish there, and just lost it. So it's only 2-hook flapper, but it's my weight that I'm more concerned about. So I need to quickly get rigged up and get another one out. It's all rigged, ready to go. Last one put out. I've been making these. It's a 3-hook clip down rig. It's got 2 size 1s, and then on the very bottom it's got a longer snood, and that's got a 3.0 and a 3.0 Chinook hook. That's got a pennel on the bottom with a much bigger bait. So I've got 2 small baits and then a smaller and a bigger bait on the bottom. But I'm just trying to mix it up. Probably making it too complicated, but you never know. But yeah, let's get a clip tied on that, and then I can launch one out. So, as I was saying, it's really deep water here, and there's a ledge. Now, normally when you get snagged, it's on the way up, so you'll reel for ages, and then it will get snagged on that ledge. Now, that time it was snagged straight away, so I've obviously cast it straight into something. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really know. I really want to fish here more because I want to learn how to fish a particular spot, but we'll see. I've probably said all of that and nobody's probably heard what I'm saying. Hey Ross, man. How you doing, dude? Lloydie, how you doing, mate? Hopefully, like I say, hopefully everyone can hear me, because it is blowing a little bit and it's raining. It ain't nice. Father Christmas. Ho ho ho. Merry Christmas, everyone. Oh, Merry Christmas. Yeah, so at the moment, like I said, I've got a scratching rig out, and I've just put a pulley pennel out with a lump of mackerel, and on the scratching rig I've got a small piece of mackerel on a size 1, a squid head on a size 1, and on the bottom, which is, like say, a pennel setup, that's got a whole squid and black lug. So hopefully that will induce something. Like, so I've had 1 dogfish so far, which was probably about an hour ago now. Oh, that's great. Good. Good. Well, how is everybody doing, man? The weather's been horrible. I haven't been fishing for 10 days. The weather's better tomorrow, in all fairness, but I really wanted to get out. I haven't been fishing for quite a while. It's always good to clear the head, I find. Yeah, so we're out giving it a go. But yeah, it'd be really nice to get something. I've caught quite the last few times I have been out, let's say. It's been Pouting Central. A couple of decent ones like to take home that we've that we've either eaten or we've used for bait. But yeah, other than that, I haven't had a thing, so I'm kind of hoping. I know it gets a bit quieter, but it's still quite warm. Yeah, it'd be really nice to get something decent. Yeah, it'd be really nice. Anything about £3, £4, £2 even. I'd say the last time I fished here, I think I had a dogfish, a couple of dogfish and a pout maybe. But I have had a reasonably decent conger from here. Again, not huge, maybe £3 or £4. But that's what I would like, something like that. Something that would put up a little bit of a show for itself. I can't imagine you getting a cod. They're very few and far between. I know so many people that fish the Isle of Wight and have never caught a cod here. I know quite a few people that have, but again, very few. Oh, that's very good, Father Christmas. Thank you very much. South Coast Tackle Tarts. Evening all, hope you're all safe and well. Yeah, Jason, man, we're all good, thank you. Well, I'm assuming we're all good. I hope you're alright. Just not a bass though, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind catching a bass. I need to clarify, because I put up that video and there's a part 2 to it, because I wanted a bass for the table. Let me... Right, so let me clarify. I wanted to do a video of the last chance saloon to get a bass that I could eat. Don't get me wrong, I like fishing, I love fishing for the joy of fishing, but I also want to eat what I catch. I'm a big advocate of free food, especially if I'm going to pay, say, £5 for bait. So that was more of a, last chance to get a bass that was legally allowed to keep. So, but there seems to be a bit of confusion about that, and people saying, of course, you can still catch a bass. It's like, yeah, I know that, as I'm sure you all do. But yeah, that was about catching a bass for my dinner and running out of time to be able to do it. I really wanted one for Christmas Day. As it happens, I have got one, but I wanted to replace that one because it's already been in the freezer for about a month. Yeah, so that's what that was about. Is getting a bass for the table. And it is a real shame. We've all got, I'm sure there's many arguments about the bass thing. Personally, I think it's a bit tight that you can only catch them from now, but yet commercial guys can still catch them. I think they can catch them through December, but are still banned in January and February. But it's like, come on, guys. I don't really catch many. But yeah, that's what that was about. Just to clarify. I would like. I mean, I'll quite happily put a bass back. You know, now because you can't keep them, so it would be still quite nice to catch a big one. And also, if you caught a big one anyway, it's very difficult to know. You know, I'd like to think I'd put it back if I say caught like an 8-pound bass, but until you actually do, you don't know, do you? Because that's a lot of food. You know, that's a lot of meat to put on the table. It's quite an interesting conversation, actually. I wonder what do you guys think about that? It's very still. I thought after having a dogfish straight off that I'd be might be a bit of a dog fest. I will go and get another bait ready in a minute. I'm gonna have to dig out another 2-hook rig because I still do like to, you know, alternate with a 2-hook because I want some whiting as well. I mean, whiting really now is what's, you know, good for the table, isn't it? Would I still eat my frozen bass? Yeah, that. I mean, you know, I've only froze it because we had bass and bream at the same. You know, I was catching some bream, quite a few. So yeah, so I've got a little visitor over there, little mouse. Yeah, so it got frozen to eat later, but yeah, I'd totally eat it. And then put the new one, the fresh one. I see what you're saying. Would I keep the frozen one in the freezer, and eat the fresh one fresh, or eat 2 frozen bass? Yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good point. Hi, Ian, mate. Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. How are you? Oh, Christ, Ray! No way, man. No, no, dude. I would not throw away that. I'll eat the fish in the freezer when it's got freezer burn on it. I don't care. Yeah, frozen. In fact, I know somebody who he specifically thinks that bass tastes better once it has been frozen. He says it firms it up a bit more. Because I'll be honest, after eating a lot of bream this year, bream is far superior in my mind, tasting fish. All day long. Yeah, cool, Ross. Take care, mate. Roll on Boxing Day. What? Is that the soonest you can go fishing? Yeah, we were going to try and get a couple of guys together, I think, to have a fish in between Christmas and New Year. It's going to be difficult because I've got my kids coming up. Yeah, so Keris and Caitlin will be over the Christmas period. So I don't know. I certainly don't want to miss out on family time to go fishing, which is quite, it's why I try to go fishing during the week and not on the weekends. I know my comps are always on the weekend. Oh, was that the wind or was that a bite? Left-hand rod. There's a mouse. I don't know if you guys can see it. It keeps coming up to my bait. That looked like a pool then on the left-hand side. Didn't look like wind. I've got the drag set on both rods, so hopefully I can sit here on this bench. And I'm warm. I got some new winter clothing, man. Isle of Wight. Oh, hey, man. Go fishing for squid up right here. A few about. Yeah, man. I saw somebody catch one off of Yarmouth. I thought it was really cool. Yeah, I haven't. I've attempted it once for probably about 40 minutes. And I did think about going to fish up at Yarmouth Pier tonight, and take a small spinning rod at the same time and do a bit of jigging for squid. But I didn't think the weather would, it's not the greatest weather for it. But yeah, so cool. I can't believe you can catch squid. It's mad. Well, thank you very much, Father Christmas. That is very, very good of you. I hope to see you again in a couple of weeks. Hey Jay, mate, how you doing? How are you doing? Yeah, I thought I was getting a couple of knocks on the left-hand rod, but it doesn't appear to be doing a whole bunch at the moment. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and dig out another 2-hook flapper rig, which I'm going to bait up with some black lug and squid again. I might do it with black lug tipped with squid. Yeah, see how we got on with that. But I'm gonna go. I'll do that, and then I'll show you it. It's still raining, by the way. Oh yeah. So check it out. So we got ourselves a bib and brace two piece set, 80 quid. It is super warm. Super warm. Got some nice fish stuff already on there. It's only the second time I've worn them, but there's loads of pockets. It's super warm. I can go single sock now, don't have to double sock. I've got no long johns on, which is a result, and I can sit here with it open. I don't have to have everything done up. Brilliant. Right, let's have a quickly show you if hopefully it will focus. So basically that's what I've done. I've bound up a whole worm on a baiting needle to keep together, otherwise I find it goes really baggy. Then I've cut it in half and threaded it up over. That's on a size 2.0. Same there. And then I've just put a squid head, doubled up the hook through it a couple of times, and so it goes through the eyes, and that will go out. Very short snoods. Always use quite short snoods of late. I don't really know why. It seems to be working though. Well, I say that I'm not catching anything huge, but it certainly stops things getting tangled up. So. Dear. Yeah, it's not very nice weather out, man. Sound something fishing. What's the tide? To snaggy there, not quite sure, but yeah, the tide, high tide tonight is about 9 o'clock, give or take. But basically this mark is as soon as it hits that, as soon as that tide turns, that'll be it. I'll be packing up. A nice brightly coloured bobble hat wouldn't hurt, mate. Just so you can be. Never know. Yeah. Yeah, nothing on the live. I had a dogfish slightly earlier. Which I did get on camera because I did a little bit of videoing beforehand, so I can get an edit basically as well. Because quite often, you know, this is going to be a shorter live, but I know myself, I'll scan through the lives and quite often I miss stuff, so I just do an edit and then hopefully there'll be nothing to miss then. Bait. I wanted to talk about bait. Now, I've pulled in a pulley, one of my pulley rig a minute ago. Now, it's got a squid and black lug wrap on it, and it's untouched. Now, I know, you know, the argument would be it's washed out and stuff like that, but I mean, I'm inclined to throw it back out because I'm a bit cheap. But what are your thoughts? Oh, Neil, how you doing, bud? Yeah, so I'm just scrolling up. Lyndon as well. Hi, Lyndon, how you doing? Yeah, I'm very well. Very well. And very warm. Now I've got this this suit, which I desperately needed, because the last few times I've been fishing, it has been freezing cold. And I want to carry on through the winter. I don't want the weather to put a dampener on it. Yeah, so it was a must. So now I'm very cosy. You'd throw it back out. Cool, man. Yeah, that's all I needed to know, really. I mean, I'm fishing out of the freezer. So I'm fishing out of the freezer today, as always. I mean, most of the bait's frozen anyway. Don't get me wrong, but it's all been refrozen. It's been used before. You know, I've got it out and it's what's left. So like about a half bag or 2/3 of a bag of squid. I have got a new wrap of black lug, and there was like a pack in there that had like 1 expensive. It gets quite expensive buying bait every time, and a lot of people will throw it away because they want to use fresh bait, you know, to get the best fish, to get the best bites, and give you the best chance. And I get that. I do totally get that. But it's not always affordable. And you can't go out and spend 15 quid every time you want to go fishing. Well, some people can, and that's fine. I can't, so I don't. So yeah, so I'm all about reuse, and all the bait I'm using tonight, like I say, apart from the I bought like 8 wraps to try and get me through a couple of months of black lug, but I'll probably only use maybe 6 out of the 10 tonight, and those other 4 will go straight back in the freezer, and I'll use those next time. And when I've run out, I've run out. You know, I'll try and get 2 sessions out of 1 pack, but I am a tight wad. But it's actually gone quite still now. I would like to see one of those rods move though. I was so unprepared as well today. I've got no battery on my phones, and my battery pack, I've already used it charging up the phone that I'm using for the live. Hey, how you doing, Luke? How you doing, bud? Jordan Smith. Oh, it's Golly in as well. Have I missed that? Add to it. Okay, yeah, that's a good shout as well. Kevin Parker, how you doing, mate? Right. Sounds a bit breezy. Yeah, I do apologise for the sound straight away. It is breezy. It's breezy. It's raining. But I've got the whole of Fort Victoria to myself, which is pretty unusual. So I'll take it. But I do know I've probably only got about another 2 hours before the tide changes. But yeah, 1 dogfish so far, that's it. Which a bit, would it be nice to have something else? Yeah, man, yeah. Yeah, he was in here earlier. Yeah, plumbers and electricians, man. I'm just a lowly plasterer, but when it back in the day, I don't know if anyone can remember Harry Enfield's when he used to do the sketch show. Loads of money. He was a plasterer. I've been a plasterer for 20 years, man. I have not got loads of money. Ah, see, he's just hiding in the background. So you guys been out at all then? No one been out fishing on the island? Can't believe those rods are still, man. They go, I'm reaching your. They're a good watch. Tight lines and hopefully catch big. Oh, thank you very much, Ben. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I do feel like I'm due a decent fish. I don't really care what fish it is. I feel like something around the £5 mark would be quite pleasant. And it would probably be quite excitable. And I put a lot of hours in, man. I go fishing at least once a week. And I haven't really had a whole bunch of success, if I'm honest. A few blanks in there, obviously, but I blanked well, no, I didn't blank. I didn't score any points in the competition. I had 2 undersized fish. So it's not a blank, but you know, you still want to catch something bigger. Jeffrey, I did have a dogfish earlier, which I got on camera, but not on the live. So I don't know. Can it count? I haven't had a fish on the live, so no, it can't count. No, but I have had a fish today. Just a dogfish. Nothing special, but it was a fish, so it's not a blank. Doesn't get his. Yeah, that's a good one, Joe. I would miss something there. Come to the Mersey, mate. Jeff, yeah. I keep seeing a lot of videos of the Mersey and other places as well. A lot of cod coming out. Like I say, they do occasionally turn up here, but I think they're quite. It's when people say unicorns, they are quite rare. There's a few in the Solent, but I think it's quite a struggle to catch them from the shore here. But like I say, they do. It does happen. I think you just got to be in the right place at the right time. If you put the hours in, I'm guessing at some point you're going to get lucky, you know. I say that. I don't seem to, but no ferries tonight. No, Trace. No ferries tonight. I've just watched the ferry come in actually across there. Just going into Yarmouth now. So yeah, we're not very far from Yarmouth. For those of you that don't know the island, we're just up from Yarmouth Pier. We're pretty much opposite Hurst Point, where the lighthouse is. One of the deeper water marks on the Isle of Wight. Which is snaggy, which I can attest to because I've just lost a rig. But the last couple of times I've fished it, I have not lost any rigs. Do you get plagued by whiting? Ian, I wish we got plagued by whiting. There's quite a few apparently getting caught yesterday over towards Ryde. And I did toy with the idea of fishing off Yarmouth Pier tonight because I would like to get plagued by whiting because I can stock the freezer up with some food. Obviously, you know, if they're in size, decent size. But yeah, I was hoping that there might be a couple tonight. The next rig I chuck out, that's got black lug tipped with squid head. So when I chuck that out, I'm hoping that might pick something up. But yeah, no, we don't get. Well, I say that. I mean, who am I to talk? In my experience, I have not been plagued by whiting. I've had a couple of whiting last year. Plenty of eels in the zone. Yeah, that's too right to that. Yeah. Gareth, hope it's a little warmer this evening on the last session. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's really warm actually. It's double I think it's double figures tonight. But not only that, I've got my new thermal two-piece suit on, which is toasty as. Yeah, so that's really good. Thanks, Gareth. Hope you're well. I think I'm going to have to do a bait change because those two rods have not moved in the last 20 minutes, half an hour. I also need to check my battery. Let's see if I can do that. Well, this is on. Uh, 65%, perfect. That's fine. I think we're good. How is the picture quality? That's a bit better, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to check that. Which one am I going to check? Should check the one on the left really, because it's been out longer, but that one's a bit more loaded up with bait. Let's check it out. So this is the rig that cool that I've now got stuck in between the bench seat, because that's how that rolls. Right, okay, let's try that again. This is what I'm talking about. So this is a clip down rig. So there on that one, that's got mackerel, strip of mackerel on a size 1. There we've got about half a squid on a size 1 again, all bound up. That's a clip down. But then on the bottom, that's on a that's a pennel, and that's on a 3.0 wide mouth hook and a 3.0 chinook on the top. That was squid and black lug, and I've just bound another piece of mackerel to the side of that just to spice it up a bit, so I can reuse it basically. But yeah, so far, well, I haven't caught anything on it, but we'll see. Thought for a moment there we're getting a bite. You can see the rod's moving, but I think it's just the wind. It is quite windy still. And loads of white and dogs on Saturday night, mate. Oh, cool, man. Where have I fished here much before? I've probably fished here maybe, I don't know, 4 times. I should fish here more because it is a decent spot, but it's super snaggy, and I've always been pretty scared of it because I've always either get it at the wrong tide, and I'm starting to try and figure it out and learn when there's the best time to fish it and where, because I mean there's only a few, there's a sea wall that you can fish off, and you're fishing into like 60, 70, 80 feet of water. Only like a 60 to 80 yard cast, which is brilliant, but it goes over a ledge and it's super snaggy, and there's a lot of gear down there. There's a lot of tackle that's been hooked up and snagged, so more often than not you're snagging somebody else's gear, and I've always been scared of it, but I've become to realise I need to stop being scared of certain venues and just fish them and to see how I get on. Godby's fishing adventures, cool, man. How you doing? Touch fishing. Chris, how are you guys doing? There's quite a few people. If anyone's popped in and I've missed you guys, hello and welcome, and I hope you're all very well. And thank you for stopping by. It's been kind of quiet. Well, it has been quiet. I haven't caught any fish on the live yet. I caught one just before I went live, only a dogfish, which I will put in the edit. But yeah, I'm hoping conditions feel pretty good. You know, it's been really stormy. There's no weed in the water. I'm surprised I haven't pulled something else out, like another dogfish or an eel. Surprised I haven't had an eel, to be honest. Got a drag set on both rods. So yeah, just hoping one goes, really. Looks like one of my lights batteries has run out. I've lost one of my other ones, which I'm a bit gutted about. Yeah, so tonight it's about using bait from the freezer. Apart from, there's that mouse again. Oh, I did come out with a frozen pelton as well, um, which I was going to use for bait because a lot of people keep telling me that I should be using it for bait, and it is free bait at the end of the day. And a dog ate it, so that was fun. So I would have had some pouting to chuck out. Hey Mick, how you doing, dude? Anyone see fish hunters 10 hook flapper caught 10 whiting? Mad, yeah, mate. I haven't watched it. I saw it on the thumbnail. Yeah, if only it was that easy down here. Yeah, don't get that sort of those sort of numbers of whiting for some reason. But I say that, but then there's quite a few over in Ryde at the moment on Ryde Pier, so I guess it's just different areas fish differently. It's really it's like a massive sandbank, I think, over in Ryde on the pier there. When the tide goes out, it goes out for miles. Bearing in mind it's only 10 miles from here, so the tide height is the same, but it's just very shallow. But they do well for whiting there. But yeah, it'd be nice to get a whiting. Nice to get a whiting, a couple of whiting for anything that I can put in the freezer really, or just in the fridge and eat. Because I am eating the pouting that I'm catching at the moment, and I mean it's fine, but it's not bass or it's not bream, which is what I've been eating in the summer. We just had 2 nice new casts, so I'm hoping something will happen. There's Mr. Mouse over there. Oh, 1 bonus. That was a good bonus, actually. As soon as I rocked up, I found some bait elastic, so that was a win. I mean, they're only about £1 or £1.50, but it was a whole, whole reel. So that's great. That's a bonus. Where's Mouse? It'd be nice. It would be nice if there was a bit more action, to be honest. But it will come. It will happen. That's what I've got to keep telling myself. Put the time in. Put the bait in the water. At some point, even if it's only by sheer dumb luck, I'm going to get something. But yeah, I thought tonight would be a good night. Like I say, it's been really stormy, and it's just started to ease off now. Let's have a quick scroll here. What area of Fort Victoria are you fishing? Left hand side. So as you go through the arches on the left, not quite to the end where the dolphin is, probably like halfway between the dolphin and the first post that's out in the water, the triangle. This is where I've probably fished here 2 or 3 times now. And I've only lost 1 set of gear here. I've got Navionics. This is a really good app. I'm sure quite a few of you have seen it before. And there's a shading on there which I can't remember what it's called now. Something shading. it gives you a really good picture of what the features are underwater. So you can see the trench that goes up through here, the ledge, and it just drops off like a 30-40 foot brick wall. But there's also some little troughs and stuff around as well, so I'm trying to sort of target those areas really. So I've had one really good session up here. Well, it was a good session in the sense that I caught a lot of fish. Nothing major, but like, you know, a few eels, smooth hound, some dogfish, all in one session, like 8 fish or something, 8 or 9 fish. And then not, so I was hoping it was going to be the latter, but it's still a couple of hours till high tide. The sky is very wet now. I'm going to struggle on. Yes, it is, mate. Yeah. 1st of December through to the last day of February. We can't keep them, not for the table, you know, which is why I wanted to do that video before, because I really wanted one for the table. But that's okay. It'll be. I'm gonna target bass a little bit more next year. Because I know some people were doing really well on bass. I mean, there's a lot of bass in the Solent. We're quite lucky like that. But you know, we get that where there's a lot of bass for us in the summer and throughout the year, but not a lot of cod in the winter. So, but we did do really well with the bream. I did really well with bream this year. Could be a bite on the left hand one then, which is the taller one of the two. Looked like a dogfish bite, you know, really slow. Oh, 35 people here, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. All we need now is a fish. Which would be really good. I mean, I do think, like, I don't want to sound deserving, but if you're going to put the hours in the wind and the rain, you know, I think... Oh, there we go. Gutted, man. I think it must have been a dogfish, because it was on to begin with, and then I thought it would come off, and then it kicked a couple of times, and then it came off. Should have left it longer. I know that I need to start leaving things longer. I get too impatient. But yeah, I'm going to quickly get that. What I've pulled out was a pulley pedal, so I'm going to get that quickly baited up and rigged up, and just have it ready to go again. See that or not, but that's the next bait that's going to go out. Hopefully you can see it. It's quite a big squid with black lug folded in half and wrapped down the side. So let's get it out now. bit disappointing, not gonna lie. As I said as well about being deserving of a fish, the rod goes. Maybe I'm not deserving of a fish. Right. It's wet, everything is soaking wet. Oh, I should check to see what uh-oh. Okay. Just wiping the lens. I can't actually touch the screen to make it focus at the moment. So I'm hoping you could see what's happening. I don't want to wipe the lens, the screen too much, because I don't want to jack it off because it's by pushing something wrong. Sorry, Andrew, nothing, mate. Yeah, so I do apologise if I'm about to work. Okay, cool, already. Yeah, I do apologise if I've missed anybody popping in. Like I say, weather is not that nice at the moment, but we're going to struggle on because, I'm here. And I'd like to catch something. Oh, it's gone very dark though, hasn't it? It's gone very dark. Oh. It's because I'm going to try and wipe the screen and see what happens. I'm slightly concerned that I'm going to lose something. Sort this out a minute, because now it's decided to put some sort of filter on there, which I really don't want. There we go. Right, cancel, go away. There we go. Really focusing though. Let's see if I can get some more light on the situation. See if that will help. Be keeping an eye on the rods as well. It's so difficult when it's raining like this. Not managing to do a lot, to be honest. Oh, get rid of these pesky trolls. Oh yeah, dude. Thanks, Jay, mate. I do appreciate it. Sorry, I'm a little bit. I'm trying to dry all my phones and cameras and stuff. Because at the moment you cannot see anything, and I'm trying to sort that out. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Sorry. sorry, casters. I did not mean to delete that. I've just wiped my phone screen on my chest and noticed that I've deleted some stuff. Sorry, dude. Yes, right. There we go. Sorry. I've done it again. I've deleted a couple of messages. Sorry, but that's just me trying to wipe the screen. Right, can we see? No, but I can see on the. Hi, Michael. How you doing, bud? I'm just in the process of trying to sort out my lighting situation because it's gone very dark at the moment, and my phone is soaking wet, and I think that's what the problem is. So let me just try and see what we've got. That's normally my go-to torch. I've got a feeling the tide's turned a little bit already. We normally get this just before. Right, let's have a look now. That's a bit better. It looks so much better on the screen compared to on my phone. Dog better than a black mate. Yeah, thanks, buddy. At least everyone can see again now. It looks a lot better on the back of the phone than it does on the live. I do apologise. Tide has definitely swung round a little bit, which you quite often do here. About an hour, 2 hours before high tide, it will swing, and then it will swing back. Which is why both the rods look like they're arching right over at the moment. So I'm going to go and just double check that everything's hunky-dory over there. bit disappointing, I've got to be honest. It snapped off on the weed, but it didn't. It just pulled. I was lifting, and I could feel it pulling up. It was coming, and then it just gave. And the line is like super flat, like it's been sandwiched. I've obviously been pulling it through something, or maybe something's got wrapped around it. And as I've been pulling, but as I was pulled, I could feel it going. Something was like sliding down the line. But yeah, it's just a lot of weed came through there. So yeah, time to retire rig. Yeah, so with any luck, like I said, you get like a back eddy here. So high tide is in about an hour and a half time, so it is probably doing its back eddy. Hopefully it will only be for about 20 minutes, because normally it's only about for half an hour. And then it will chill out again, and then I can carry on fishing, but I'm going to fish through it anyway and see what happens. But yeah man, 2 rigs. It's strange, the first rig that I just recast is holding bottom perfectly fine, and that's only on a 5 ounce. Second rig that I just chucked out is on a 6 ounce, and that is getting pulled around. going on? What have I missed? Because we're getting more subscribers, we're getting a bit posh buddy. On the left, Rod. That right hand rod is arching over, man. I don't know what to do when that happens. When it's just pulling in the tide. One rod is sitting really nice, and the other rod, not so much. Oh man, I am soaked. Well, my outer layer is soaked. Oh, come on, fish. I've had one, missed one. Yorkshire jam on toast flavoured tea, dude. What is that about? That sounds quite interesting. What I could do with now is a nice sip on a nice rum. Rum would be good right now. Well, at the moment, I've got, I can't even see this, where is it? There it is. I've got two big baits out there, which I don't normally have, because I'm normally quite strict, but I always like to have some smaller hooks out there, because I'd rather catch than not catch anything at all. So it is quite unusual for me to have two big baits out at the same time. So I'm a bit anxious, to be honest. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Oh, it'd be nice if one of them went. One of them is that big lug and squid wrap. That's out there now. But that's on the right hand rod that's pulling like mad, which means it's probably not fishing. Because it's probably sat with a load of weed around it. To anyone else, like, I'm here on my own, and quite often I'll be totally fine all night fishing on my own on a beach somewhere really remote. You know, I'm in an old fort here now, Fort Victoria, and as soon as you get a little bit sketched out, it, man. You keep seeing or hearing things, and I'm having a moment. You know, I was in every fish I catch because although I love my fishing, I don't. It's fair saying that I don't catch many. Oh no, I don't, mate. I don't outfish you at all. I don't know many people that I do. Yeah. I was just going past. I thought I'd pop in and see how you are doing. I still haven't caught a fish by the Christmas. I've still only had a dogfish, but I'm getting a bit spooked. And now I'm thinking about it, the more spooked I get. It's worse over the backside of the island. Yeah, mate. You must know that. I mean, I was talking to them in the tackle shop the other day about getting spooked when you're fishing on the backside of the island, because it's really remote over there. And I swear I've heard somebody walking on the beach, like so close to me, and there's nothing there, and then that's it. You're just basically papping it for the rest of the evening. Any slight noise, you're looking around, turning the head torch on. Yeah, man, it can be a little bit, I don't want to use the word scary because it's not scary, but it's just a little bit spooky and you get a bit spooked out. What I need is for one of those rods to go. Wind's picked up again. I hope you can hear me alright. Atherfield, yeah, man, Atherfield. That when you're down there. I mean, fortunately I've never fished it on my own. There's always people fishing down there. But there's a lot of shipwrecks around that backside of the island, which means there's a lot of lost souls. Come on, fishy. Come on, lady, one pound fish. Smugglers, yeah, man. A lot of smugglers, a lot of shipwrecks, and I imagine because so much of that coastline has been lost to the sea, there's got to be some graveyards that have been lost to the ocean around the back of there. I mean, there's whole roads that have gone into the sea. Now, I need to get enough. Right, I'm going to go and rig up something that's going to catch me a fish. Some black lug, some squid. Maybe a bit smaller, something smaller maybe. Let's go and have a checky. out. I didn't listen to my own advice there at all, and I just chucked out 2-0 flapper, 2-hook flapper with 2 O's, with a whole black log on each one, tipped with a squid head. But that tide, that weed stopped running again. Like I said, it only runs for like 20 minutes, half an hour, and then it stops. And then it will, when the tide properly turns, then it will just be unstoppable. But I reckon I've got maybe another hour. That's what I mean about trying to, learn the place where you're fishing, because I don't know any spots well, to be honest. But I'd like to start to, know the little tweaks and stuff that I can make in a spot, when to fish it. Go on, Podgy Garden, how are you? How's the Fish King? How you doing? Ben, how you doing, bud? Oh, it's raining good. Hopefully, I don't know what's going on with this camera, but at the moment it looks like you can still see, but it is very wet, so I don't quite know what I can do about that, if anything at all. Maybe I'll just stand here and sort of shelter it. But how's it going anyway, everybody? Because there's not many fish in front of me at the minute. But we will keep trying. So I think the tide, I reckon I've got another hour before the tide turns here, and when the tide turns here, that's it, it's game over. So I'm hoping, oh no, there's a big, it's dark over there. Oh well. Let's have a quick wipe of the screen. I won't wipe the back of the screen because I've got a feeling that is not going to be, like I say, like when I last did it, it started wanting to put filters on and stuff. You shan't be doing that. Any better? No. Oh, come on, fish. I did think about going fishing tomorrow. And I probably should have, because I think the forecast is much better. You'd think it'd be good conditions, wouldn't you, when it's like this, for fishing? Oh no, the screen's getting too wet. Do it. So yeah, one dogfish. That's not the best, really. I've got to be honest, I had hoped for a lot more than one dogfish. But I'm dry inside. That is, the rest of me is pretty wet, but I'm alright. I'm very warm. I really want to see one of those rods go. So yeah, one dogfish, and I've missed something which is more than likely a dogfish. Apparently I don't know how to deal with it. What? Right. That's what we need, more light. Right, that's... Yeah, see that head torch gives a lot of light. Let's sort out the light. Come on. Come on now. Got long. Oh, am I missing a bite? That looked like a bite. That looked like a bite on the right hand rod then. That really did look like I had a bite then on that right hand rod, but it was literally a tap and then it stopped. I need to sort out another rod tip light for the one on the left. Battery's dying. Hey Reese buddy, how you doing man? What's happening? What's going on dude? Oh no mate, not good. Oh I'm sorry to hear that buddy. That is not cool at all. Oh, I hope you're alright mate. Bad with it? I mean, one of my mates, he's got it at the moment as well. Pretty scary, really. I think. I don't know how everybody else feels about it. Ian, I think the tide's going to start turning in maybe about half an hour. And it's unfishable then. In fact, I've only got 10% battery, so I might have to knock it on the head now. Because I've got no battery. And it's just, it's running out, 10%. Oh, got it. And the torch is running out, and I've just put a new battery in. It's not going very well. I was not prepared at all. Oh, that sucks. 10%. I thought it might have lasted. Let's have a quick look, see what it's saying now. Well, I'll wind it down to like 6%, and then I'll knock it on the head. Oh, apologies, man. Yeah, so that's right now. So basically, I was totally unprepared to come out fishing tonight. I knew I wanted to come fishing, but I didn't charge my battery pack, I didn't charge my phones, I didn't charge any of the batteries for any of the torches. I just came out with what it was for the last time, and apparently everything's quite flat. So I've literally got like 8% left on the phone for the live, which is a bit gutting because I'm probably going to hang out for another hour. Which I will video on the other phone, but obviously I can't do both at the same time because I can't see what the comments are, because I haven't figured that out yet. So unfortunately I'm going to have to love you and leave you. And hopefully I can get a fish in the next hour after the live. And if I do, then obviously I'll put it in an edit and I'll chuck it up anyway. But yeah, gutted, man. Very gutted. What are we on? It's still on 8. We're still good. We're still on 8%. Yeah, Reese, man, I'm gutted for you, dude, because that's pretty harsh. Like I say, I think it's pretty scary, and especially if you're the one that has got it, it must be pretty scary for you, mate. Oh, John, how you doing, mate? You're out on the boat on Saturday. Cool, dude. Well, I've had one dogfish, that's it. I've had one dogfish, and I'm rapidly running out of battery power on everything because I did not prepare myself at all. So I reckon I've probably got another hour of fishing before the tide turns, and hopefully I can get something else. But it's not going to be on the live because the phone is dying a death. And I need to sign out, otherwise I can't save the live, even though there's no footage actually, to be honest, of me actually catching anything, so just me jabbering on, really. Oh, there we go. I do, mate. I have got one, and it will do all night. If I'm doing a live, the one battery pack will do me all night on one phone, if I remember to charge it. And I'm normally pretty anal about it, like I like to have everything fully charged. I've got 3 torches with 4 batteries to go between the 3 and a battery pack. But yeah, I've totally got too excited about going fishing and was not prepped. And I should have put everything on charge yesterday. But yeah, bigger battery. Do you know what I want to do actually? Is there's a little convert, because I'm a builder by trade, plasterer builder. So I've got loads of DeWalt batteries, and there's an adapter you can put on a DeWalt battery, 18-volt battery, which has got USB ports, so you can turn your 18-volt batteries into battery packs to charge phones, etc. And I want to get one of those to see what it's like, see how many charges I get out of it, because I imagine it will be a lot, because it will charge. I can use my radio all day on an 18-volt 5 amp hour battery, and I'm going to say that's a lot bigger than the battery pack that I'm using at the moment. So yeah, that's the way forward I'm going to go anyway. Yeah, take care, Reese. Be cool, man. You know what? It's actually cleared up a bit now as well. Unbelievable. Well, 8 o'clock on the money. Well, I think that is going to be me done then, because now I've got 4% on there, and I want to shut it off properly before it closes and shuts down. So, thank you for everyone that stopped in tonight. I'd say I'm gutted, man. I mean, I'm not fishing for very long, and this venue you can literally only fish till high tide. As soon as that tide turns, it's time to pack your bags and get out, because you cannot fish it on the ebb at all. So it's always going to be a short session anyway, but not as short as this. So I do apologise, totally my fault. But thank you for everyone that stopped in. Like I say, I will be doing an edit. I am going to fish for about another hour, and I've got this one, which I've got like 25%. So I'll be able to take any shots, hopefully, if I get anything. But yeah, I'm going to rebait. I'm going to get some more bait out in the water. I've got an hour, so I may as well fish it until I can't. But yeah, thank you for everyone for stopping in. Everyone, please stay safe. Reese, if you're still there, take care, dude, man. I'm gutted for you about COVID. Like I say, my friend Lozzie's got it as well, and it's definitely going around. So yeah, everyone just try and take care, stay safe, self-isolate, and don't mix with other people, man. Stay safe, everyone. Cheers.